Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is 26th November 2025. In this video, I'm going to generate different supply demand zone reports useful to the premium subscribers. Even before that, please note we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action. And it is a highly expensive training course, but we are providing complete free training, and all the training lessons are already available at our NeoStock YouTube channel. So to access the training lessons at our channel homepage, click on the tab post. Then you get access to this post. This post is having two YouTube playlist links that are having all the training lessons. The second playlist is having lesson 1.1 to lesson 8.2 examples videos. First playlist link is having all the training lessons. I am clicking on this link. Now we are into supply demand zone price action course. In this playlist, scroll down to the bottom of the page. Here, starting from lesson 1.1, all the training lessons are placed in an order. So please go through all these lessons one by one, but according to my training instructions. I provided all my training instructions at our Telegram channel. You can find the link to our Telegram channel in this video description. So go to the video description, join at our Telegram channel. Once you join, in the old messages or even in the pinned messages, you can find all the training instructions. If you can learn this course according to my training instructions, then it will be helpful to you to become a very good independent trader in the coming days. Please make use of the opportunity. Excuse me. Okay, now I am going to generate different supply demand zone reports with the help of NeoStock Software's supply demand zone top-down analysis strategy builder. First, I am going to generate finding the stocks near daily and 75 minutes demand and supply zones. From those reports, let us identify high priority, high liquidity zones, and using those zones by applying the high liquidity zone strategy that you learned in lesson 21.3 video, and then you can plan the trades. Okay, starting with the daily time frame, stocks near to the daily demand zone, we got 4 stocks. Let's identify high liquidity zones. Coal India is having a daily high liquidity demand zone, and Supreme Industries is having a daily high liquidity demand zone. So we got 2 stocks from this list. Those who don't understand the structure of this report, I request you complete the training lesson 21.1 video. In that video, I have explained each and every column, their values, abbreviations in detail. And also I am giving you very few seconds time to watch the report. So I request you, pause the video, study the report. Once you complete your study, then you proceed to the next reports. Okay, next, daily time frame, stocks near to the daily supply zone. We got 18 stocks. So let's identify daily high liquidity supply zones from this list. Tata Steel is having daily high liquidity supply zone. TVS Motors is having a daily high liquidity supply zone. And Yes Bank is having a daily high liquidity supply zone. It is also having daily high liquidity demand zone. So in such kind of stocks, you can plan trades in either side. You may get trade opportunities either side, even though it is stocks near to the daily supply zone. So we got 3 stocks from this list. Okay, next time frame is 75 minutes. Stocks near to the 75 minutes demand zone, we got 8 stocks. Let's identify the high liquidity zones from this list. Adani Enterprises is having a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. Next, Phoenix Limited is having a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. REC Limited is not valid, it is a PR search zone. But anybody would like to use PR search zone strategies, you learned in lesson 28. You can focus on this stock, but not for high liquidity zone strategy. So that's it. We got only 2 stocks from this list. Okay, next for 75 minutes time frame, stocks near to the 75 minute supply zone, we got 9 stocks. Let's identify high liquidity 75 minute supply zones from this list. Adani Green is having 75 minutes high liquidity supply zone. Bank of Baroda is not valid, it is a PR search zone. Next, Glenmark is having a 75 minutes high liquidity supply zone. And then Tata Consumer is having a 75 minutes high liquidity supply zone. So total we got 3 stocks from this list. So this is about high liquidity zone identification from these reports. Next, I will generate NIFTY and BANKNIFTY supply demand zone chain reports. Starting with NIFTY. So generating monthly supply demand zone chain report for NIFTY. In any supply demand zone chain report, always look into the zone column to find the high liquidity zones. Look into the pierced column to find the pierced zones, and always look into the LTF trend to find the trend of the current time frame you have selected. You already learned one time frame higher is ITF and one more time frame higher is HTF. And remember these points for all the supply demand zone chain reports. Okay, next, generating weekly supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Next, generating daily supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Next, generating 125 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Next, generating 75 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Next, generating 25 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Next, generating 15 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Next, generating 5 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. So this is NIFTY supply demand zone chain report. Next, I am generating BANKNIFTY supply demand zone. NIFTY Bank is nothing but BANKNIFTY. Generating monthly supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. Next, generating a weekly supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. Next, generating daily supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. Next, generating 125 minutes supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. Next, generating 75 minutes supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. Next, generating 25 minutes supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. Next, generating 15 minutes supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. Next, generating 5 minutes supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. So this is Bank Nifty supply demand zone chain report. So we have completed both Nifty and Bank Nifty supply demand zone chain report generation. Next I am generating sideways bullish and bearish trade setups for monthly, weekly and daily income trades. Sideways long trade setup for monthly income trade, entry time frame zones are daily demand zone. Here bullish or bearish or sideways at entry time frame daily, selecting sideways long. Zone achievement violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score should be 11 for sideways. So we got two stocks. So you can plan trades in these two daily demand zones. Provide lesson 30.3 video. Checklist items are satisfied. Otherwise, higher chances of zone violation. Okay, next. Sideways short trade setup for monthly income trade. Changes are daily supply zone. And sideways short. Let's filter. We don't have stocks. Next, bullish trade setup for monthly income trade, entry time frame zone, daily demand zone. Here bullish and minimum odd enhancer score 12. First 18 stocks in the list supporting bullish trade setup for monthly income trade, and all the entry time frame zones are daily demand zones. So first 18 stocks in the list, scrolling the list down, total 26 stocks are filtered. Ignore the pierced zones. If you want, you can use them for pierced zone strategies, but not for bullish trade setup. Okay, out of these 26, we should identify high probability trade setup supported daily demand zones. As per the two strategies, we land in lesson 27. So each strategy is having two steps. So first strategy, first step, LTF and ITF demand zone confluence. That is daily and weekly demand zone confluence. Applying the filter on the 26 stocks, we got 22 stocks we got. First 18 stocks in the list. Scrolling the list down, total 22 stocks. In all the 22 stocks, ITF trend, that is weekly trend, is uptrend. Again, I am applying the second filter on the first strategy, that is EMA confluence, that is at weekly demand zone having weekly EMA confluence. Weekly trend is up and also daily demand zone overlapped with the weekly demand zone. Let's filter. Now 16 stocks are filtered. So these 16 daily demand zones might be having more high probability to get success. Provide less than 20 checklist items are satisfied. Otherwise, higher chances of zone violation. Okay, next let us generate the report based on the second strategy. Removing ITF EMA filter. Second strategy, first step, LTF, ITF, HTF demand zone confluence. That means three filters we have to set. That is daily and weekly, daily and monthly, weekly and monthly demand zone confluence. By enabling all the three filters, we got 10 stocks. In all the 10 stocks, all these daily demand zones are overlapped with weekly demand zone, both together again overlapped with monthly demand zone. And monthly trend, HTF trend, is up in all the stocks except fourth stock. So ignore the fourth one, and remaining 9 stocks, let's apply monthly demand zone having monthly EMA confluence, because daily demand zone along with weekly demand zone is overlapped with monthly demand zone. So we are checking EMA confluence with monthly demand zone having monthly EMA confluence. At the same time, trend on the monthly should not be sideways. It should be uptrend because it is bullish trade setup. So we got 5 stocks. So these 5 daily demand zones, ignore the pierced zones, and remaining 4 demand zones might be having more high probability to get success. Provide less than 20 checklist items are satisfied. Otherwise, higher chances of zone violation. Okay, this is bullish trade setup for monthly income trade. Next, bearish trade setup for monthly income trade. The changes are entry time frame zones are daily supply zone. Here bullish or bearish at daily time frame, I am selecting bearish. Zone achievement violated opposing zone. Minimum order enhance score 12. Let's filter. We got two stocks. And entry time frame zones are daily supply zone. First one is PRZ zone. You can't plan. And second one you can plan trade. It is supporting bearish trade setup. Okay, next I will generate weekly income trades. First weekly income trade sideways long trade setup. Entry time frame zones are 75 minutes demand zone. And here at 75 minutes I am selecting sideways long. Zone achievement violated opposing zone. Minimum order enhance score 11 for sideways. And also 75 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count parameter at 75 minutes time frame, minimum value 0, maximum value 0. That means pierced count is 0. Pierced count 0 means zone is not pierced. Which zone? Whichever the zone you select here. So selected 75 minutes demand zone, so they won't be pierced. Let's filter. So we got 8 stocks supporting sideways long trade setup for weekly income trade, and all the entry time frame zones are 75 minutes demand zone. You can plan trades in these zones only if lesson 30.3 video checklist items are not satisfied. Otherwise, higher chances of zone violation. Okay, next sideways short trade setup for weekly income trade. Entry time frame zone 75 minutes supply zone. Here sideways short. We got two stocks, and entry time frame zones are 15 minute supply zone. 75 minute supply zones. You can plan trades only if lesson 30.3 video checklist items are satisfied. Okay, next bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. The entry time frame zones are 75 minutes demand zone. Here bullish, and minimum order enhance score should be 12. Let's filter. So we got 24 stocks. First 18 stocks in the list. Scrolling the list down. Total 24 stocks are filtered. Out of these 24 75 minutes demand zones, we should identify high probability trade setup supported 75 minutes demand zone based on the two strategies that will land in lesson 27. So first strategy, first step I am applying on these 24 stocks. That is LTF and ITF demand zone confluence. That is 75 minutes and daily demand zone confluence. Enable the filter. Out of 24, we got 13 stocks. In all the 13 stocks, all these ITF, all these 75 minutes demand zones overlapped with daily demand zone. And daily trend is, that is ITF trend is uptrend in all the stocks. So again I am applying the filter EMA confluence at daily demand zone having daily EMA. Let's filter. 8 stocks are filtered. So these 8 75 minutes demand zones might be having more high probability to get success, provide lesson 20 checklist items are satisfied. Otherwise, higher chances of zone violation. Okay, next I will generate the report based on the second strategy. Second strategy. Before going, I am removing ITF EMA filter. Next, in the demand zone confluence, 3 filters we have to set. 75 minutes and daily, 75 minutes and weekly, daily and weekly demand zone confluence. By enabling all the 3 filters, we got 8 stocks. In all the 8 stocks, all these 75 minutes demand zones are overlapped with daily demand zone, both together again overlapped with weekly demand zone. And weekly trend, HTF trend is uptrend in all the stocks except 5th one. Ignore the 5th. Remaining uptrend stocks, again let's apply EMA Confluence. At weekly time frame, that is weekly demand zone having weekly EMA. At the same time, trend on the weekly should not be sideways. It can be up or down trend. Sorry, it should be uptrend because it is bullish trade setup. Let's filter. We got 4 stocks. All the 4 stocks, all these 75 minutes demand zone, you can plan the trades, provide less than 20 checklist items are satisfied. Otherwise, higher chances of zone violation. Okay, next I will generate bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. Entry time frame zones are 75 minutes supply zone. And here I am selecting bearish zone achievement VOZ, minimum order enhances score 12, and also 75 minutes supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 75 minutes time frame, minimum value 0, maximum value 0. With these filters, we got 3 stocks. So these 3 stocks are supporting bearish trade setup for a weekly income trade. Entry time frame zones are 75 minutes supply zones. Okay, next I will generate daily income trade reports. For daily income trade sideways long trade setup, entry time frame zones are 15 minutes demand zone. Here bullish or bearish or sideways at 15 minutes. I am selecting sideways long, zone achievement violated opposing zone. Minimum order enhance score 11 and 15 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count parameter at 15 minutes time frame, minimum value should be 0, maximum value should be 0. So with these filters, we got 6 stocks. These 6 stocks are supporting sideways long trade setup for daily income trade. And all these entry time frame zones are 15 minutes demand zones. You can plan trades in these zones only if less than 20 checklist items are satisfied. Otherwise, higher chances of zone violation. Okay, next bearish trade setup. This is a sideways long trade setup. Next sideways short trade setup for daily income trade. The changes are 15 minutes supply zone. Here sideways short. Let's filter. We got 5 stocks. Entry time frame zones are 15 minutes supply zones. You can plan trades only if less than 30.3 video checklist items are satisfied. Okay, next the sideways short trade setup. Entry time frame zones are 15 minutes supply zone. Bullish or bearish at 15 minutes I am selecting bearish. Zone achievement should be violated opposing zone. Minimum order enhance score should be 12 and also 15 minutes supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count parameter at 15 minutes time frame, minimum value should be 0, maximum value should be 0. So with these filters, we got 6 stocks. And all these 6 15 minute supply zones are supporting bearish trade setup for daily income trade. Out of these 6 stocks, there could be some high probability trade setup. 15 minutes demand zones might be available. Did I generate demand zones? Yeah. This is 15 minutes supply zone, high probability based on the first strategy. That is LTF and ITF supply zone confluence. That is 15 minutes and 75 minutes supply zone confluence. By enabling the filter, we got 5 stocks. I think a bullish trade setup I did not generate. Next I will generate bullish trade setup. Okay. Entry time frame zones are because it is bearish trade setup. Entry time frame zones, all these 15 minutes all these 15 minute supply zones overlapped with daily supply zone, 75 minutes supply zone, and 75 minutes trend is downtrend. So again I am filtering based on the EMA confluence at 75 minutes supply zone having daily EMA confluence. So two stocks are filtered. So these two 15-minute supply zones might be having more high probability to get success, provide less than 20 checklist items are satisfied. Otherwise, higher chances of zone violation. Okay, next, based on the second strategy, first I'm removing ITF filter. In the supply zone confluence, 3 filters, 15 minutes and 75 minutes, 15 minutes and daily, 75 minutes and daily supply zone confluence. By enabling all the 3 filters, we got 3 stocks. All the 3 15-minute supply zones overlapped with 75-minute supply zone, both together overlapped with daily supply zone. And daily trend is downtrend. Again we will filter based on EMA confluence at daily supply zone having daily EMA. At the same time, trend on the daily should not be sideways, it should be downtrend because it is bearish trade setup. We got both these stocks having uptrend, daily trend, uptrend are filtered. So this is bearish trade setup for daily income trade. I think bullish trade setup, daily income trade I did not generate. So let me 15 minutes demand zone. Bullish I am adding zone achievement VOZ, minimum odd enhancer score 12, and also 15 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So pierced count 15 minutes time frame, minimum value 0, maximum value 0. With these filters we got 15 stocks supporting bullish trade setup for daily income trade. Entry time frame zones are 15 minutes demand zones. So total we got 15 stocks. Out of these 15, we should identify high probability trade setup, 15 minutes demand zones. As per the 2 strategies, we land in less than 27. So first strategy, first step, LTF and ITF demand zone confluence. That is 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone confluence. By enabling the filter, we got 9 stocks. In all the 9 stocks, all these 15 minutes demand zones overlapped with 75 minutes demand zone. And 75 minutes trend, ITF trend is uptrend in all the stocks. Again I am adding second filter, EMA confluence at 75 minutes demand zone having daily EMA confluence. One stock is filtered. So this 75 minutes demand zone might be having more high probability. This 15 minutes demand zone might be having more high probability to get success. Provide less than 20 checklist items are satisfied. Okay, next report we will generate based on the second strategy. Removing ITF EMA filter. Second strategy, first step, LTF, ITF and HTF demand zone confluence. That is 75 minutes and 15 minutes and 75 minutes, 15 minutes and daily, 75 minutes and daily demand zone confluence. By enabling all the 3 filters, we got 2 stocks. Out of these 2, only Nifty Bank is having uptrend. In this, again, let us check a daily demand zone having daily EMA. Daily demand zone with daily EMA confluence. At the same time, trend on the daily should not be sideways. It should be uptrend because it is bullish trade setup. No stocks are filtered. So this is bullish trade setup. Before that, we already generated bearish trade setup for daily income trades. We have completed all the 3 income trade report generation. Next, I will generate finding the stocks near demand and supply zones, but only 125 minutes time frame I will generate in today's report. Stocks near to the 125 minutes demand zone, we got 10 stocks. Next, stocks near to the 125 minute supply zone, we got 14 stocks. And final report, I am generating stop buffers based on daily ATR. So I'm scrolling the list down. Whichever the stock you want to refer, pause the video, study, and then proceed further. So this is the end of the report. Hope this information will be useful to you for your further study and analysis. Let us all meet again in our next video. Thank you.